Hey,
Hey,
Hey
everybody.
everybody, how y'all doing? It's
hey.
Wednesday. Hey, it's Wednesday. Welcome back to Ladies and Lyrics. It is us, Devonia, Ty, and Diane, the ladies and lyrics. We are so excited tonight, as usual, because we have a brand new song. Many of you probably have not heard it before, but we can't wait to get into it. If you are online right now, if you are watching us on Facebook, if you are watching us on YouTube, what else? What are our other platforms? Oh, you can't watch
Facebook
Instagram,
and
but
YouTube.
Facebook or YouTube. Go ahead and say, hey, what's up? How y'all doing? Happy Wednesday. We are so happy you're here with us tonight. I want to start out by saying good evening to Diane and Ty, and how y'all doing today?
Hey,
Here,
Aunt Karen.
Karen.
Hey, I'm Karen. How my co-host doing tonight? Y'all good?
Yes, yes,
As
yes,
good as I'm gonna be.
All right. Okay.
yes.
Sorry about that, y'all. You said good as you go. Well, Ty, I'm gonna take that as you feeling good enough to get us good and cracking. Who else out there joining us at on time tonight, the ladies and lyrics? First of all, I want to say welcome back. We missed you. Welcome back from Puerto Rico. We can't wait to get into some chick chat because I know you're gonna talk about that trip. But welcome back, and you looking hot in that hat, girl.
I thought I'll just ride on in here.
You got your vest on too, I see. You got your little vest on. Yeah, she got the whole look going. All
Yes,
right, let's go ahead then. Let's jump into this. Let's get ready for some good music, some real talking with some dope women. Let's go. Let's see,
yes.
Diane.
I miss you guys. I
Miss
missed
you
you
too.
guys. I did. That's why I had to get on real quick during my birthday. But that, okay, so much to tell. We don't have that much time. So I'm going to just try to say it real quick. We did a lot. My son and his girlfriend had everything set up just like they got there on Friday. Her mom got there on Saturday, and I got there on Sunday. So I got there on her birthday, and she left on my birthday. Every day was full. We got up every morning at least 8 o'clock. We didn't go to bed until like 1 in the morning. Yes, I was had some special drinks and some special beers. Not one day, but every day. And we did. We ate out a lot. Really, we ate out all the time except for one day.
Mm-hmm.
We went to
Diane,
the
I'm sorry. Were you in an Airbnb or were you in an
oh, we
Airbnb?
stayed in the Airbnb.
Oh, okay.
It was a
Okay.
3 bedroom
Okay.
Airbnb, with 2 bathrooms, a washer dryer. It was, fully equipped. I really like Airbnbs. It kind of make me feel like I'm home.
Yeah. Do you think it was
Then,
cheaper than a hotel?
hmm,
Was it cheaper than would it have been cheaper at an Airbnb than a hotel?
I don't know, but most of the time it is because this is for me. This is my thing. It's what you get because you
Mm-hmm.
have more than a room.
Right.
Like when I came there, we had a 1 bedroom apartment. It was nice.
Mm-hmm.
You at home. You're not just in that one room. So we had a balcony, a living room, a kitchen, a dining room. Like I said, 2 bathrooms. It was really nice,
I like
and it was
Airbnbs. I
yes,
Me
and it
love
too.
was
Airbnbs.
near everything. You could walk to everything. You walk across the street, you at the beach, the boardwalk, um, everything was literally right there. But we rented a car and we went where the natives live. Girl, we was parlaying with them, okay? And they got this thing, this chicken on a stick. I wish I'm gonna try to make that thing. That stuff was some. It was so good. We went to a rum. I don't know. It's called a dis. I don't. I can't say it right. It's a distillery of this. where they make the rum.
Dispensary.
Distillery.
Oh, distillery. Yeah, distillery.
Distillery.
Dispensary is for weed.
That was a nice. That was a nice experience. And when you get there, they give you a token, and you go, get a drink. So I thought we was going to try different rums, but they were saying pick your drink you want. So I had a pina colada, baby. It was 9 o'clock in the morning now. We went and got something to eat first. And let me tell you something, I couldn't even drink the whole thing.
Wow.
But it was good, but it was strong. So we did that. We went to the beach almost every night. They did massages for us. We did full body massages. That was really nice. That was fun. When we came in there, they had champagne. They did it. When I came out the room, they sang happy birthday to me. That was a surprise. But, we climbed, like I did a little, like a hiking.
Okay.
Went on top of the mountains. And they had you can go inside these caves. I can only show you a picture. That cave, the way you go in at was so small. You had to climb up to get in the hole. No, I did not go in the hole. I'll tell you right now. Kadim and Adriana did. I did not. Or her mother, she didn't either. Or her father. But that was just to be able to see God. Being able to see the ocean and the water hitting against the rocks. And you feel like you're on top of the world. And just me doing that, because standing at the bottom, I probably would have never did it. And I said to Karim, do we got to walk over there? And it was like a little edge part that if you went over 3 steps, you going down.
Mm-hmm.
I said, we're not going over there, right? He said, oh, yes, we are. I said, but I did it. And it was a wonderful experience. It also let me know I need to get in better shape. But what else did we do? We did salsa lessons.
I really want to do that. I do.
That was a lot of fun, and the instructor was a lot of fun. And there was this little boy in there. He was doing it with his mom. He's about 10, and the mother. So the instructor said, "You have to listen to the males are leading. You have to listen to your." When the male is leading you got to let him lead. And the little boy said to his mother, you heard that, Mom? I'm leading. You have to listen to me. So he kind of felt good doing that. I mean, and we did the massages. One night we took an Uber because we had already turned the car in. This was on my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
We went some town and we know where we was, but we was listening to music. We wanted to hear some salsa. So we went and got empanadas. Yes, food was good. So we decided to go, okay, we stayed there for a little while. So we decided to go somewhere else where they had live music so you could walk.
Mm-hmm.
So we're walking, and this was funny. It was me, Karim, and Adriana. So we got 3 different things that us 3 were doing, looking and doing 3 different things in the same space. So there was 6, I didn't count them, but Karim did. There was 6 homeless people over to the right. I'm taking pictures of them because I'm like, wow, okay, the homeless people out here too. Click, 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 click. I'm taking pictures. Adriana done saw, and in Puerto Rico is full with murals. Is that what it's called? Paintings all over. I mean, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So she was focused over there, and Karim was talking about, we got to get out of here. You don't know what these people are going to do to us. It was funny. So anyway, we gathered ourselves from that area and we started walking, and we heard this music. We said, oh man, let's go over there and see what's going on. That's about 11 o'clock. We being adventurous. We walked down the street. We like, okay, it seems like a house party. When we got down the street, it was the same place that we left. We only went around the corner. That was funny. And then anyway, we eventually went down the street a little bit more, and these ladies were playing the drums and singing. That was amazing because it was like six ladies and they was playing. Yeah, I had an amazing time. For me, I like being amongst the natives. I don't like the tourist areas because I feel like you get more when you get better food, you get better service
Girl.
when you are amongst the natives and those beaches. And
Yeah.
some things pictures can't even capture.
Yeah.
The trip was absolutely amazing. The first night, though, the food was terrible. But you know what I told them? It's up from here. You always got to have a bad night when you on vacation. You're gonna have one day gonna be messed up. But guess what? You got to claim it. I said it's gonna be up from here, and we had a great time. I'm pretty sure with some more stuff we did. I just don't remember. Oh, we went to the beach at night. We didn't go to bed till like 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning every night.
What was the weather?
83 degrees every day. And
Mm.
when it rained, it only rained for like, I'm not kidding you, 10 minutes. That was it.
Hmm.
It was warm.
I've
It get
never
a little
been there. I
cooler
got to
in the
put Puerto
evening.
Rico on my list.
Yeah,
You
I'm
gotta
I'm
go to
gonna
Puerto
follow
Rico.
Diane's lead, and I'm gonna go to Puerto Rico for my birthday.
So
So yeah,
you
I'm gonna.
decided that's where you're gonna go?
Yeah, so I'm looking at like different things to kind of see and plan the trip because I do like Airbnbs, but I just want to be somewhere where I can like I want to be pampered. So um
Room service and
yeah,
all of
room
that.
service stuff like that. So I've been just looking around at different things or whatever, and then plus I believe West Side will be with me. So I want to do something where, you know, a person who doesn't travel as much doesn't get kind of like, to go do an Airbnb and then you know doing it the way that you always doing it. A non-traveler that may be a little bit too much for them at the first time. They may be more comfortable, in my opinion, like at a hotel.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Because
So
we were near, like you can walk, you could walk to everywhere
yeah,
where we were in a perfect location. But we
yeah,
drove out to a lot of different, we didn't stay in San Juan. We went to a lot of different cities. We went to Old San Juan as well, but we went to a lot of different cities. For the time that we were there, we did a lot.
yeah. It's kind of
So
almost like when I go to New York, I stay. Whenever I go to New York, I always stay in the Airbnb, and I get on the train, and so I don't stay in the hotel unless I'm going like with somebody else who wants to stay. But I usually stay in the Airbnb, so I know exactly what you're saying. It's like it's a different experience staying in the
it is.
Airbnb
It
versus staying in
is.
the
It
It
hotel.
is.
is.
Yeah,
It
No,
is.
but
And
I
they
get it. That's, you want to be comfortable. Now, one thing I'm gonna tell y'all real quick, the rainforest, that's very popular too. Is that doing the rainforest excursion, a tour, whatever you want to call it. And my son came to me, he said, Mommy, you want to do this? I said, what is it? He said, the rainforest. I said, let me bring up the video. I brought up a YouTube video. And after I watched it, guess what I said?
what?
That's a negative. I can't swim.
Diane.
I
Why?
could not swim. And that
Diane.
lady was talking about how slippery it was. You have to see the
Okay.
video.
Oh, it was okay.
Okay. Yeah, baby. Mm-mm, no, ma'am. No, I
I ain't
wouldn't
say no
do that.
thank you. Okay, gotta make it to Puerto Rico. Ty, how long you gonna stay when you go? Are you staying a week?
Um, right now it depends. We was talking offline, and I may go back into the working space for a little while. So depending on if I go back into the working space, I may stay for like 3 days, but I would like to stay for five.
Yeah,
So
5 days is good.
yeah,
If you go that far, I say 5 days is a minimum.
yeah.
Whenever you going somewhere that's, take you 5 days minimum. Yeah.
Because right, that first day is gonna be just all that traveling.
Travel. Travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if we leave early, well, we may not get there till later on that evening, right?
So
Yeah,
we leaving at like our first plane leaving like 6 o'clock when I go to Aruba. We don't get to Aruba to 3 something in the afternoon. But I know there's a time difference though, so I have to figure out what that is. There's a
yeah. What
time.
time? I think I got there about because my plane was delayed. I think it was like 2 o'clock. But I promise you, I went and took a shower, changed my clothes. We was in the streets. We was in the streets.
Well, me
But
and
if you
Westside, we got night owls, so I know we not gonna have an issue with the late night scene or whatever, because we both him and I both are night owls. We will be up all night, especially if we don't have to get up the next morning. We up
okay.
all night. So yeah.
Yeah, I would really see they had everything mapped out for us. Every day they had what we was going to
That's
do.
good.
So I would have an agenda. I think it's good because then you know you get to do all what you said you was going to do plus even more than that. So
And even if you
yeah,
don't have an agenda, just have some ideas. Just
of
know
what
the
you want to
things that
do.
you want to do.
Absolutely.
Know what you want. I know I want to do this. I know I want to do that. I know I want to do, and that way it won't be like, dang, I'm gonna do today. Oh, yeah, yeah. So that's what I did when I went to Hawaii. That's what I'm gonna do for Aruba, and
Yes,
you know, yeah.
wait a minute. Gotta tell y'all this. I had a surprise birthday party. Hey.
Okay, yes, we heard about it.
Wait, that's 6-0.
Zero.
Okay. At a
So
surprise
six
party.
zero turned out sound like it turned out really nice, and you enjoyed
Oh
it.
my God. It
So
was amazing.
now we just got
Amazing. It
one more
was.
co-host, one more birthday, um, one more milestone we're celebrating. And so I'm so happy you had a good time, Diane. And
I
it's
did.
so
It
important
was
for us to
amazing.
celebrate ourselves
We
and in
do.
those very special birthdays. Every birthday is special to me, but I think that just being those these ages is just like it's so important. Anywho, guess what, y'all?
What?
It's time for us to talk about a little music. It's time to get lyrical. Let's go.
Let's
Let's
do
get
it.
into some music. Who ready out there? Are y'all still with us out there? I see some viewers. If you just came on, go ahead, say hi or what's up before we get into this song. We posted it in the group. Some people requested, hey, y'all, we want to know the song ahead of time so that we can know what they are and maybe be more part of the conversation. So some of the songs y'all might not know, may not never heard before. And so some of the songs I haven't heard until we start talking about them. Even the songs that we do know, we didn't really know them until we start looking into the lyrics. So tonight, this is a song that I know many people probably never heard before, but I think I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna get it tight. It's by a young lady named Jamie Grace. And Jamie is a Christian musician, singer, rapper, songwriter, and actress. She's from Atlanta, Georgia. And she made this beautiful song called Beautiful Day.
There's something about the way your sun shines on my face. It's a love so true, I can never get enough of you. This feeling can't be wrong. I'm about to get my worship on. Take me away. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
it's a beautiful day. Yeah, I love that song. I will play that song when I'm trying to when I want to feel like God, I want to thank Him. I'm praising Him just for
Mm.
the day that He has given me, the new day He's given me. I play that song. So I know this song. I knew it before I was like, I do. I play it and I turn it up because it's a song of celebration because that's what we're doing. We're doing songs of celebration. And when we talked about that, this song came to mind for me because it's celebrating. It's celebrating God and the beautiful day and what He's given us. So I love this worship song. It's a worship song. But what's so funny is I thought that girl was Caucasian and she's not. I did. Every time I heard that song, I promise y'all, and her name, Jamie Grace, all of that. I thought the girl was
Mm.
Caucasian, and I did not realize that she wasn't until
Yeah,
today.
it sounds a little light skinned.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead since I'm kind of familiar with the song. I'm gonna let y'all kind of dig into the lyrics first and then jump in.
Well, for me, it's not the regular style of song that I would naturally gravitate to. The lyrics are really actually very beautiful. This seems like a song because I know this is not a song that I'd be like, oh, I got to play this song. You know, this is my jam. But it seems like a song like if you worked in retail or like you worked at a Starbucks or something, and this was one of the songs that was in their constant rotation of music that they play, this will be like a song that you will find yourself singing unconsciously and just bust out and singing it because it is very catchy.
Right.
Yeah. So I was like, eventually it'll be like a song like, ah, I don't really like it, but I like it. You know, it's like I know the song. Yeah. But I
Right.
mean, the lyrics were beautiful. I know she started out saying like a lot of good things, but I do really like I want to say the second verse. She says, "When trouble seems to rain on my dreams, it's not a big deal. Let it wash all the bugs off the windshield, because you're showing me in you I'm free." So I was, just basically picking back on when we was talking about happy last week. Like it's all about the shift in perspective. It's like, how are you gonna look at things? Like, how are you gonna look at it? What analogy can you put on your situation to make you see it in a
Mm.
different perspective? And that's what I really like about it. And then she said, and you're still the refuge that I just got to get to. That's a bomb lyric. You're still the refuge that I still got to get to. Because it's almost like that light at the end of the tunnel metaphor. As long as you can see the light, you gonna keep running towards it. It's like, oh, this looks like it's a long way, but I'ma get to it. And it's like she know at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what happened. It's a beautiful day because I got my God. So just talking about God, I mean, hey, that's my jam right there because
Right.
God is the bomb. Even when we ain't good, even when we don't deserve it, God is just the bomb.
Just a bomb.
He'll never change. You absolutely right, and he never changes. He never wavers. I like this song, and it seemed like I heard it before, and it is very, very catchy. It's a very catchy song. I like the lyrics. Um, I had my oh, here it is. It's the chorus. It's the chorus where it says, "Oh, there's something about the way your sun shines on my face. It's a love so true.
I
I
can
can't get enough of you. This feeling can't be wrong. I'm about to get my worship on." So it's like when you just think about God and think about his goodness, that how he's just shining on you. When I see the sun come out, I just say, "Good morning, God." Like, you allowed me to see another day, you know, just being, like you were saying, just being grateful that he allowed us to see another day, because it could have been something different. But
Yeah.
just that part, even just your sun shines, not your sunshine, your sun shines on my face. So even
Yeah.
for me, just taking it like in a personal way, like he's just shining on me, just shining and just giving me grace. And like you said, Ty, no matter what we do, God is, still there. He's still blessing us. He never wavers. He's always the same, um yeah, it's like I got no need to worry. I got no room for doubt. No matter what's coming at me, you've always been the beautiful I sing about.
Mm.
Bam. There ain't no limits to your amazing grace. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. That was a verse that I really highlighted too. It's like I've got no need to worry. I've got no need to doubt. No matter what's coming at me, you'll always be the beautiful I see. Like I don't have to worry about anything. I know because of you. And I just when I think about celebrate, I think of that's what I think about God. I think about when her first line, she says, "Wake up and smile." Then
Mm.
she said, "Because it's been a while," but then it says it's been like a whole day. So not even though she's saying a while, she was just saying yesterday. It's been like a
Right.
whole day since I stopped so you can hold me. So it's like
Mm.
yesterday was yesterday. I did what I did. I worshiped. I thank you yesterday, but it's now it's today. You know, a lot of times I don't know about y'all, and we talk about God, but I know I feel convicted a lot of times. I feel convicted because I know I don't spend enough time with him
Mm.
like I should. I know that I don't
Me
give
too.
him the praise and the attention and the time that he deserves. Because if it wasn't for him, I would not be out there. There's so much, and I feel convicted a lot of time. So when I get the opportunity, like she said, it's been a whole day. I'm like, a whole day. It's been like too long. But when I do wake up in the morning, the first thing I'd say is thank you. I do
Yeah.
say first, that's my
Absolutely.
first word. Thank you, because
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I just even open my eyes. So I talk to him, I say that, but just giving that time, that devotion, I need to do more because when we talk about relationships,
That's how you build them.
you give time to your relationships.
Sure
Just like
do.
you got your man, you giving your man his time, right? You giving your job, your kids their time, your friends their time. So where's his time?
Yep.
Absolutely.
I'm talking to me. I'm not
Yep.
just talking to you. I'm talking to me, myself.
You're right.
So,
Yeah, because
the-
when I'm laying in the bed and I wake up and I open up my eyes, or if I'm even still laying there and I'm kind of sleepy, I I recognize, okay, God, you woke me up this morning. Thank
Mm.
you, God. You woke like
Absolutely.
literally that's in my head. Thank you, God, for waking me up this morning. And I would say that over and over and over again because you really don't realize like what a blessing it is to actually wake up in the morning because people ain't waking up in the morning. But
no,
we get to wake up in the morning and try it again and try to get it right. And I was even thinking about like just because this is the month of that we're celebrating and we're just really thinking about celebrating for me, like I'm even celebrating today that I had the courage to ask for what I want. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The courage to say, I'm worth this and this is what I want. Now, if they gonna give it to me, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I still asked for what I wanted. I didn't I didn't be so humble that I was afraid to open up my mouth because I think we confuse what humility really can be at sometimes, and humility is not always just being quiet. Sometimes humility is just saying I'm not going to be arrogant about what I'm worth, but at the end of the day, I know this is what I'm worth and I deserve it. You know, whether you believe it or not, it's okay. But I know what I believe for myself. So I celebrate being at a space where before I would bite my tongue a little bit or I would cower down a little bit because I would be afraid to be so bold to say, no, this is what I'm worth. So, yeah.
And
but
if
then
you
that's
don't believe
also
it,
an example of activating your faith, though. I believe you got to activate your faith because if you believe God and you believe He gonna give you the desires of your heart, then you go out there boldly and say, "This is what I want." Somebody gonna give it to me. I'm activating my faith because I'm stepping out on faith and knowing that I'm bold enough to say it. And guess what? God gonna make sure I get it.
yep.
So and when you do stuff like that, you are putting that faith. You're activating your faith and knowing that I'm worth it. I know I'm gonna get it. So I feel passionate about that because I promise you that's how I live my life. I do not do anything without God and believing He gonna give me what I ask for. I just got to be the one to be brave enough and have enough faith to believe that He's going to give it to me.
And
Yeah.
it's in his word. He said, "You have not because you ask not."
Yep.
And that's, honey, when I'm asking, and it's not always something tangible, but I
Right.
always say that. You said in your word, "I have not because I ask not." And I'm coming asking and believing and knowing that he's going to do it. And a lot of times he does it exceeding and abundance for what you could have ever asked for. Um, because I mean, I know that for me, for sure, that God ain't never slacked me. He ain't never, tricked me. Remember, I have a girlfriend. She always say, God will never trick you with lack if He gave you the vision. So just know that you got it. And if it's not them, it's somebody else. You will get it. Because a lot of times we settle because we don't
It's
believe and
somebody
we don't
else.
trust in God. You know what I'm saying? We put our faith, to me, more in man. But you
Yeah.
just put it out there. All I can say is like Ayana said, just don't believe me. Just
Mm,
watch. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Without no doubt, just watch and see what he do.
You made me
That
just
is
think
a
about
song.
something when you said about settling. I feel like sometimes when we settle because in our mind subconsciously we think that's the best we can get. So we don't put forth the effort to ask for more or to get
Yep.
more. And that's in
Yep.
anything. Again, it ain't always about money. It could be about
Mm.
relationships. It could be about
Absolutely.
jobs. It could be about
Absolutely.
was it my mother? Somebody asked me the question today about like what gave me the boldness or whatever, and I said, you know what? At this point, I have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. So with
Yep.
me saying well, what I want, the least they gonna do is say no. They either gonna say yes or no,
No.
and then if they
Yes.
say no, then it's just not God's will, and it's something else gonna be available for me
Yes.
to
Yes.
have. Yeah. But it's like I'm really truly in a space. Oh, and I'm thinking about this too. How many times have we just stayed stuck in something because we was just afraid to let go and go get what we wanted? I think about that a lot. A lot of times I've stayed in situations or stayed in places. I remember even before I got laid off, before the pandemic happened, I had wanted to quit that job so bad. Like it was just like at the point I was like, I'm over it. I cannot do this no more. I don't want to be. It was like these times I'd be sitting at my desk and I'd be like, I'm about to just get up and walk up out of here and not come back. But God still blessed or whatever, and I end up getting laid off, whatever. And it was like an answer to my, like literally the lady is laying me off and she trying to do her pleasantries and stuff. And I'm like, I don't need all that. Thank
Right.
you.
Right.
Please,
Right.
be quiet. Thank you. So, yeah.
Because comfort stunts growth. When you're comfortable and you're just like, okay, it's the status quo. I'm okay. Bills are paid. I'm not really happy, but I'm comfortable here. I know it. I'm just gonna sit here and stay. Then yeah, you do get stuck. And I think that is the greatest enemy to what comes next.
Yeah.
Comfort. Comfort is one of the biggest things that will keep us stuck in whatever it is we're in because it's okay. Well, cool. I got everything. Everything is everything, but it's not really what I want, but I'm comfortable in it. So, and that could be, like you were saying, a lot of things. It could be a lot of things. I remember
Absolutely.
when I had this situation with a student. It was my last teaching job. This I knew I didn't want to take the job. I knew I did it. I didn't want to go back to the classroom at all. I came back home, didn't want to go. And so I said, I was asked to take this position because it was only going to be for a year. I'm like, oh, I can do this for a year. Whole thing happened with this student. And student was taken away. Then they brought the student back. I was like, oh, you got a teacher. Oh, no, I don't. And no, I will not be. And I remember when I left the job and the teacher was saying to me, you must got a lot of money saved up. I'm like, I do not. But guess what I'm not doing? I'm not allowing somebody just to tell me what I got to do because they think they control my paycheck. I don't have to take that. And I refused to, and I didn't. And I was like, thanks, but no thanks. And I took off work for a whole month before I even started to look for another job because that's just what I do. And I have faith in my God and I know He's going to take care of me and I'm going to find another job. I do stupid
Yes.
stuff like that.
And you
So,
should. And you should. In this verse, it says, this child waits strong in the faith.
Hmm.
Bingo. And I believe that we are taught lack.
Yeah.
We are taught to move in lack, meaning that you feel like it's okay to take less and be grateful that you got a little bit. They didn't gave you a little bit of crumbs. They didn't give you the whole bread. Just be happy you got the crumb. Nope. This is me today. Nope. I know I can have the whole loaf. forget about a slice, okay,
Mm-hmm.
or a piece of bread. God said I can have the whole thing. And I walk in that faith. And I'm so grateful that I was able to move in a pandemic the way that I did, having faith and knowing that God would give me what I asked for, but just to be patient. And even my age, I'm telling you, being okay, I'm 60 now. Hey, I'm in the club.
Yeah, you
Okay.
gotta get used to
But
saying it now.
yes. But when you're older, a lot of times you feel like, oh, I can't get that job. They don't want no older person. They don't. But I never felt that way. I'm not going to say never, but I got to a point where I didn't let my age dictate.
Mm-hmm.
I had experience. You know what I'm saying? And experience a lot of times trump a lot of other things because
Yeah.
sometimes we want people that already have the experience to come in and you can hit the
Ground
you
running.
can hit the absolutely. They don't have to train you, don't have to teach you. A matter of fact, they want you to come with your ideas. You
Mhm.
know, what have you done in your previous jobs that you could bring to this job? So I feel and I try to walk in faith and trust and believe in God. I was supposed to go to Hawaii for my birthday and I didn't go. I didn't see Puerto Rico. And I know Hawaii is beautiful, but guess what? It could never ever replace the time that I spent with my son. It could never
Mm-hmm.
replace that. So God always do something bigger and better. When I was talking about walking those rocks, it was dangerous, but you know what? I trusted God and I trusted my son because he held my hand. You know what I'm saying? He told me, put your feet over there, mommy. You okay? Put your feet over there. And that I wouldn't have got that in Hawaii because he wouldn't
Yeah.
have been there. These are memories that I'm going to have forever. So
Mm-hmm.
I just believe that if he does, oh my God, my life, I am a walking example. Okay. I know we got the Bible, but I promise you, I got some miracles that I can tell you that he did in my life. He might not have I wasn't blind, but to some things I was blind. So he did give me sight to see. You know what I'm saying? So he's amazing. And I just feel that we have to continue to walk in faith, even because faith is not what's in front of you. It's the unseen. And oh
Mm-hmm.
my God, when he reveals it to you, you be like, if I know that I was getting this, I wouldn't have worried. So sometimes we have to move like that with the excitement of knowing that he is going to do the thing that you asked for. And just remember, it's not going to look like what you think it's
Right.
going to look like.
Might not
It's
come
going
the
to
way you
always
think
be
it's gonna
better.
come.
Huh?
No.
It might not come the way you think it's gonna come.
Nope.
It
But it's going to
may
come.
not. For
It's going
real.
to come.
You have to be able to recognize it, but because it may not look the way you think it should
May
look.
not look. It may not look. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I oh my God, that's the title of a book. The miracles that God have done in my life,
Mm.
baby.
Yes.
He has unrevealed, he has taken the blinders off to allow me to see. Even when I say the blinders off, it's not even about anybody revealing me to me, taking the blinders off about myself, letting me
Yeah.
know how great I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was covered up for a long time. But baby, I can see now. You better, hey, you better watch out because I can see. Yes, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love this song. I
Yeah.
love this song. I'm glad we
And
chose
yeah,
it.
because and how could we not talk about celebrating God? Because we talk about a
Absolutely.
lot of different things on this show, and things like that. And while our songs are mostly secular songs that we discuss the lyrics, we still got to give God his just due.
That's true.
And in
All
a
the
month of
time.
celebration, theme of celebration, we got to celebrate God because God
Absolutely.
really has brought us through so many different things. I was just like really thinking about it, especially like March was the beginning of the pandemic when it started. So when you're going back through your memories and a lot of that stuff is coming back up about things you experienced and the things you went through in the pandemic, like y'all, we made it through the pandemic. We, whether you got COVID or didn't get COVID, even if you lost loved ones, you are still here. And that is nothing but by the grace of God. God
Absolutely.
said, no, it's not your time to go. No, COVID is not going to overtake you. COVID is not going to get your life. Whatever your time is coming, it's going to come, but not today. And you still here. You woke up today, regardless if it's something bad happened or not. You still here. You still got opportunity to make things correct. And that's all because of God. We don't give God enough credit for the things that He has done in our lives.
We
Point
do
blank,
not.
period. We
We
take
don't.
Him for granted so much. We
Yeah.
truly take Him for granted.
I know I'm guilty. I know I'm guilty. I know I'm guilty. But I know, and you know how people always say, but God knows my heart. I feel like that's a cop out.
It is a cop out.
It's a cop out because yeah, he does, but you need to do your part too. You still need
Absolutely.
to you still need to you still need to give him praise. You still need to worship him. You still
Absolutely.
need to thank him. Because
Absolutely.
without him, none of us, none of
Yeah.
this, none of that, whatever it is you have, it doesn't exist. And
Cause
even her
saying,
lyrics,
yeah,
yeah,
cause saying God knows my heart, that's just like you being in a relationship and you cheating and your mate find out and you say, but I love you. Like in my heart, I
yeah,
love you. Like, no, you don't, Negro. You don't if you cheating on me.
Which,
So like same way with God, like, yeah, he know your heart, he know you selfish, he know you want to do what you want to do, he know
right,
you ain't thinking
exactly,
about him. That's the heart
exactly.
he
oh
knows,
my
okay,
God.
if we want to keep it real. So we gotta stop playing with God.
But thank God that he doesn't hold that against us, right? Oh
Yes.
my God. Imagine if he was like people and he held every transgression against us. Oh my goodness. What we wouldn't have, what he wouldn't be doing for us. I mean, if that ain't worthy of praise and worship and thanks, I don't know what is, because your brother, sister, mother, lover gonna hold it against you when he not. So okay, let me stop preaching. But I'm just saying
It's
that just made
okay.
me think.
It's
That just
okay.
made me think of. Imagine if he held the stuff against us that we do. Imagine that. I I don't even want to even think about it.
Yeah,
But
me
that's why in
neither.
her lyrics, when she said, "I can't let a day go by without thanking you for the joy that you bring in my life." If we ain't waking up talking about thank you, that's the least. That's the
That's the
least.
least we could do.
That's the least we can do. The least is that we can say thank you. Wake up, open your eyes, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because if you think
Absolutely.
about it from the perspective, ooh, what if I didn't wake up today?
Okay.
Like if you really think about it from that way, you would be thanking God every morning that you wake. Oh God, thank you for waking me up this morning. And I know it seems redundant and us keep saying it, but it's like you got to know that for real, for real, for real, because it is a blessing to get up in the morning, even if you sad. You still woke up.
Absolutely. And
There's
you
some.
woke
It's,
up.
go ahead.
I'm sorry. And it's so much to go with waking up, right? Because some people wake up and they in a lot of pain. Some
Hmm.
people wake up and they can't get out of bed. Some
Mhm.
people wake up and they can't even see their loved ones because they don't have sight. Either they never had it or they lost their sight. So waking up and putting your feet on the floor is something to be grateful for, because like you said, we get another chance. If you didn't get it right yesterday, God has given you another chance to get it right
New
today.
day.
If you didn't say sorry yesterday, you can say sorry today. If you, whatever it is, you can make your wrong right. You could do better, and it doesn't always have to be wrong. You could just
Right.
do whatever it is that you wanted to do. I feel that every day is always a whole new beginning, a whole new beginning. So you absolutely right. When you wake up, thank you, God. Thank you. I'm on when 60 came, you better ask somebody. I was on, you doggone right, I was on these knees. I had to kind of get some assistance from the bed. I was on my knees because it didn't have to be so. So many people didn't make it to 60. You know what I'm saying? So many people, yeah, they didn't make it. I mean, it's so much I can say, but I'm just saying they didn't. And God is just absolutely amazing, and He's just wonderful. He is just, yeah, yeah.
He
I'm
don't
so
let.
glad that we talked with, like you said, Ty. this is a good song. This is a good pause. This is a good topic because at the end of the day, it's all really thanks to him and about him. And how can we continue to talk about songs and music and and all these great artists, which is great, and subjects, but the man, it's all stems from it. And we all believe in God, and we all, are faith based when we believe in him. And so how can we do a show and talk about celebration and not celebrate our God? So if you're
Absolutely.
feeling uncomfortable, sorry, we don't care. But anyway,
Absolutely.
we're gonna talk about God on this show. And you don't
Absolutely.
never you it might be every next you we don't know when it's gonna be, and we don't apologize because we're not ashamed of the gospel.
I'm sure
And
not.
we gonna keep talking about him, giving praise, because I think that I know Diane, to all of us have gone through some things that we probably should not be here,
Ooh,
but we
absolutely.
are. I know
Absolutely.
I have. Just things that
Absolutely.
people don't know. Only he and I know that I probably shouldn't be here, but I am. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
that I have to
I
thank
want to
y'all
just
for
say,
that.
I think this is a good segue into what's going on. So put the drop top down, turn it up. I'm ready to fly.
I'm ready to fly. Put the drop top down. And let me tell when I tell y'all I don't have a drop top, but my windows be down. This song just gets me pumped in the
Okay.
morning. It's like a morning song. The first thing in the morning, I turn it up. Not every morning, but it's sometimes there are mornings when I just want to sing this to him, and that's how I'm singing it. It's not like I'm singing it to him because I'm thanking him for such a beautiful day. You're right. It's a great segue because we gonna already talk about what's going on, y'all. Let's go. What's going on, Ty?
What's going on? Okay, so we have a good question this week because I don't think we ever asked this question before, even talked about it in this perspective. But the question for this week is, how soon is too soon to say I love you to the person you are dating? So, okay, so my answer to that question is there is no right or wrong time or whatever. There's like it's like if you feel it, you feel it. If you're willing to be vulnerable enough to say it, especially if it's early in the relationship, hey, just say it. It's like if it's a genuine feeling that you feel, and you feel like you love this person, there's something about them that makes you have love feelings, then just say it. So it's never too soon to say it. Um, yeah, it's never too soon to say it. And you shouldn't be embarrassed by it.
Absolutely. I feel that I'm looking forward to feeling that feeling again. I want to say that. And I also feel that the heart doesn't have time. The heart just know the feeling.
Yeah.
And you can't say, the heart doesn't say, okay, they've been around for 6 months. Okay, time for love.
That's right.
The heart has no
It's time now. 6 months,
time
2 days,
now.
three
The heart
hours.
has no feeling. And I feel that if two people are feeling the same way, to me, that's the key for me to sharing my love. Right. So I wouldn't feel comfortable to say that I love someone if I don't feel the same, like both of us feeling the same, even if the words haven't been spoken, because love is an action word,
Yeah.
right? You
Yep.
don't never have to say that you love me, but it's always good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know that sometimes I get a little tension in my shoulder, you come over there and rub them shoulders, and that could be on day 3. I might be like, oh, I love him. I'm just saying. No, I'm just joking. But a heart has no time. It doesn't know time. Your heart doesn't know time. So I say ride the ride,
Mm-hmm.
ride the
Yeah.
ride,
Ride the ride. I like
ride the
Mm-hmm.
that.
ride. Absolutely.
I like
Yep.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna have to piggyback and say the same thing. Um, that you just don't know. I mean, you're right. The heart is the heart. You can't control this thing. It talk about the heart in the Bible too. You know, that heart, it has like a mind of its own. And if you feel it, I will say this. I think now, and I know we say this a lot, but just being older, you just think about things and wiser. You think about things a little differently because I feel like, you know how they say the youth is wasted on the young or something like that. Some kind of saying this is, but I think when we're younger, we kind of feel like we have all this time to waste, right? Or all this time. I'm not even saying waste, but just all this time in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But as you start to mature, I like that word better. As you start to mature, you start to know that why are you trying to not say something, or why are you trying to hold something in when life is just too short? I don't care how long it is, even if you let it be 100, it's still too short to
Yeah.
be saying or holding things back or not living life to the fullest. And I'm scared to say I love you because is it too soon, or how would they feel? If you feel it, say it. Say
Right.
it.
Yeah,
Say
because
it.
it doesn't change. Even if you say it and they don't say it back, it doesn't change the way you feel. You still love them,
You
you know.
still
Yeah,
love
you're
them.
right. That's my
Yeah.
that's my protective part. That's me being safe,
Mm-hmm.
And
not wanting to say it.
I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of,
Yeah,
oh
it's like you
Lord,
say it. Yeah, you say it first. You go
I'm gonna be
first.
vulnerable. Yeah, no. I feel it, but they gotta say it first. And
Right.
blah blah. I'm
Absolutely.
gonna be honest. I'm probably guilty of that. Like, oh yeah, I probably think it, but I'm gonna wait till they see if they feel the same way. Kind of thing.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
I do feel like we shouldn't waste time, especially
No, we
for
shouldn't.
love. It's hard to find. It's really hard to connect with an individual or person. And when you find it, don't let it go. Hold on to it.
Yeah.
Hold on to it.
Diane said something that made me think about this. She said it's like sometimes it'd be something that person do, and you be like, "Ooh, I love you," but then too, it could be something that person do that actually shows their love. Because people can say "I love you," and things like that. But it's like I'll give an example. It's like sometimes Westside will do something, and it's like it'd be the smallest thing, but I'll say to myself, that man really love me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Absolutely.
yeah,
Because it's like you
Absolutely.
could just tell by
you
certain
can.
stuff that they would do, and it's just
Yeah.
like they don't have to do it, or you really don't deserve it. You might, what I'm saying. You might have did something, and they still do something, because they just love you, and love is an action word. Just
Absolutely.
love is
I,
really an action word.
I'm
it can be
always deserve
something.
it, Ty. I'm gonna just throw that in there. I'm always deserve it. I'm
I'm
sorry.
with you, Diane, on that
I'm
too. I
always
deserve it
deserve it.
all. Give it all to me.
And
I
now
deserve
sometimes my attitude can be a
And
little.
you still deserve it.
You still deserve it. Yep. You
Even
still
if you
deserve
don't, just say, give it to me.
it. But that actually could be something just as small as she called, let me put some cover on her. Like those little itty bitty things that be like, yeah, that man love me. You can tell. It's like
Mhm.
those little actions. Like, so yes, I
Oh,
say, go for it. Say it. Not too soon.
no. The heart
All right.
does not
Did
know
y'all have something
time.
else? Because we kind of a
Yeah,
few
we
minutes early
we a
tonight.
little
We're
early
never
tonight.
early. We are never early. Okay, y'all got anything y'all want to say about that question tonight before we end? We have some good stuff coming up. I'm gonna talk a little bit while we wrapping up the show. Great show. All praises to God. We thank Him for everything, Lord. Thank you for this opportunity, this platform, God. Thank you for
Yes.
these ladies that's on the platform with me, oh Lord. I just want to praise you and thank you and honor you and worship you today, God. We thank you for the opportunity, the people that come on the show every week with us. We thank you that you are going to take us to places that we don't know. We know that you will give us exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, oh God. And we thank you in the name of Jesus.
In the name
Yeah,
of
Amen.
Jesus.
in the
That
name
was
of
an
Amen.
Jesus.
impromptu prayer, y'all.
Yeah,
Yes. Go to the best. Yes.
prayer
Yes.
is
Yes.
always right and always on
Absolutely.
time. Okay,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
we pray
And with
always.
that being said, we are still working on our merch. Remember, it's coming, y'all. Y'all
It's
told us
coming.
that what y'all really like was some wine glasses. We gonna be having those and t-shirts. So those are probably the first things that we come out with. We also are working on some special. I'm not going to say what it is, but hopefully we could debut it either next week or probably the very beginning of April. And I can't wait for that. I'm not going to even talk about it. I don't even think my co-hosts know what I'm talking about. But
I think
yes,
I kind of think I know what you're talking about.
but we are working on that, and we're just excited. We thank you all. If you have some suggestions for a song, is this the third Wednesday or is
Yeah,
this the
this is so
fourth?
next Wednesday is viewers' choice. So get those choices in, okay?
Yes, if y'all look, we're talking about celebrating life, celebrating anything. If you have a song that you want us to talk about, you are able to submit it to us. You can inbox us or email us at ladiesandlyrics3@gmail.com. But in the meantime, in between time, we are a few minutes early. We're going to end our show early. We're going to play a little bit of this song by Jamie Grace to talk about It's a Beautiful Day. See y'all next week. Bye, y'all.